I didn't want to go over the Ethan Klein stuff. I think in the broader context of Israel-Palestine, Ethan does not have much sway over this conversation. The reason I'm going to talk about it today is because it has gone beyond, now that I'm aware of like the, other shit's happened, it's gone beyond just him saying stupid shit on his platform. Now, it is doing targeted harassment. Now, he did that the last time, right? But I thought, okay, well, we move on. We, we call out bad behavior. Hopefully we move on and, we grow and we stop doing that. No, we didn't stop doing that. He and Brianna Wu literally used r/Destiny screenshots for their harassment of Frogan. Yes. I said, Ethan is either unwilling or unable to come to terms with his Islamophobia and fixation on trying to find a way to make himself out to be the victim. His actions have put a target on someone's back again, and now, so it's time to own up or shut up. Y'all, I didn't mention anyone other than Ethan in this. And the way these motherfuckers seek out, it's like Hasbara. It really is. Somehow, a particular community on the internet that does political content, fat air quotes here, has garnered an entire audience of Hasbara Redditors. I don't know how you're able to do that other than being just the most vicious, vitriolic, racist, bigoted people you possibly can, and making that into like a game for people. So what is Hasbara? Sorry if I spelled it wrong. Hasbara is a carve-out of the Israeli Foreign Ministry that pays people, both Israeli or within the diaspora, to go online into comment sections, into live streams, and defend Israel. I want to show you guys this. Frogan responded to, a lot of the racist backlash that she got. When I say that my therapist was a Zionist when I went to her back in 2019, by the way, 2019, I mean that she literally brought up that I was Lebanese unprompted and confronted me on it, saying that she was Israeli. She asked if I had a problem with that, if I felt like Israel had a right to exist, started asking more and more if I was frustrated with Islam, have considered taking off my hijab. Like, right there. Right there. No matter what your position, whether you're a liberal Zionist or a liberal Zionist would say some shit like this, but whether you are like trying to say, no, I think settlers are crazy and like, Palestinians shouldn't be attacked. No matter what your position is, you should look at just that and be like, that's wrong. That's fucked up. That's not at all what therapists are supposed to be there for. I asked her if she was all right with me being Lebanese, and she got really aggressive, accusing me of flipping it on her, and refused to answer. Again, constantly trying to make yourself out to be the victim. Not Frogan, but like, the Zionist mentality. So when I say Zionist, I don't mean she was Jewish. I mean she was a racist Israeli who could not help herself but to confront me about my ethnicity in what was supposed to be a therapy session. So let's take a look at what she's responding to here.
I'm going to say this because it pissed me the fuck off. And being an anti-Semite openly and proudly is now likes on Twitter. Frogan, she tweeted out, she goes,
keep in mind, they are not mutuals. Frogan is not following Ethan or Ela. They are not mutuals on Twitter. This is Ethan either looking on Reddit, looking at like DGG, or DGGers in his community sending shit to him, or him following her. There's no reason you should be aware of what Frogan is saying.
I have a problem with my Zionist therapist. Just call him a fucking Jew. I'm sorry, but you can't talk like that about any other fucking minority.
That's crazy, because they're not. National origin and your political ideology is not a minority. Being an immigrant is a minority group. Being Jewish is a minority group. Neither of those things fit into what she was describing. Also, to conflate Zionists with Jewish identity is itself anti-Semitic. It's like saying all Christians are Nazis. That's insane. Or that all Arab people or all Muslims are, you know, Wahhabist fundamentalist terrorists, a thing that Israelis say a lot. I'm from Louisiana, so that makes me a minority here in Illinois. Yeah, the most oppressed group, Louisiana people.
Most anti-Semites these days who pose a danger to Jewish people are actually pro-Israel. I know that might blow your mind because also, Ethan, there's a group called Christian Zionists, and they're very powerful in America. They actually made up most of Trump's administration and Bush's. They actually love Israel. Do you know why they love Israel? Because it's the key to Armageddon, where all the Jews will die unless they convert to Christianity, right? So when people say...
And the ones who are like... Okay, so understand, like the evangelical Christians who like believe that shit, right? They're a problem. The bigger problem is the politicians and like pundits that don't believe in like the biblical prophecy, but understand that following through with like the wants and desires of that voter bloc means that there are less Jewish people in America. That's the most insidious thing about it, because they understand, like, yeah, Christ is not going to come down with a flaming sword riding a fucking winged horse to fight a 5-headed dragon when all the Jewish people are in Israel. But we're not going to be close to Jewish people anymore, and that's, you know, that's a cool thing. We like that. We here at Fox News enjoy that. We here at AIPAC really like that.
I'm sorry, but that you can't talk like that about any other fucking minority. I had a problem with my Zionist therapist. What'd you taught your Zionist therapist? Did you get those level of details from them?
So this is annoying because Zionists literally call Palestinians human animals. Like, what do you mean no other minority? Right. No other minority. No other minority is talked about that way. Really?
You know, I'm not going to sit here and let my fucking people, you know, be openly bigoted and racist. Fuck that shit.
Openly bigoted and racist. Yes. The hijabi woman, the Lebanese Muslim hijabi woman, saying that she doesn't want to have her very identity called into question by her therapist is being racist against the person who is telling her that her identity is invalid. That's racism. Not the podcaster equating all Jewish people with a fascist political ideology.
You know how many people now calling fucking every Jew a Zionist? It's like, okay, just call me a Jew and get it fucking over with. Call me the K word. At least I'll know what you mean. It's just the truth. Not everybody, not all the time. But a lot of times, let's not fucking pretend that anti-Semitism isn't a fucking massive inferno of acceptable behavior.
Okay, anti-Semitism is a problem, and it is very acceptable within especially Western politics. It is very acceptable. That is a problem. Conflating Zionism with Jewish identity only aids in that. Because when people are rightfully calling out a Zionist project of settler colonialism and now genocide, and you say you're being anti-Semitic, you are aiding in people's justifications, their delusional justifications, how they've rationalized their hatred towards Jewish people, into going, yeah, I do hate Jewish people, and it's also, on top of all the other shit that like I've deluded myself into hating Jewish people for, now I have a actual thing that I can point to and feign pro-Palestinian sentiment to justify my bigotry. Putting another content creator's life in danger is very reckless, and we should know better. Also that. Like, we should not forget that the reason that I wanted to talk about this today was because of the deliberate targeting of Frogan from the Destiny community, because of her proximity to Hassan, and also being a Muslim hijabi woman. No. I care far more about someone like Frogan being safe from shit like this than I do about Ethan feeling like his feelings are protected. his feelings about, you know, Israelis and the project of Zionism being, you know, glamorized. Need to hear this today. Really glad I'm here. Well, thank you for being here, Socialism or Barbarism.